Hey, what's going on, everybody? Discount stores are starting to get in a bunch of different Funko Pops ahead of the holiday season. So I want to head to a bunch of those different stores today to see if I can find anything cool. And without any further ado, let's get it started. Here we go. Today's discount store Funko Pop hunt is going to start at Ross, and then we've got Five Below right over there. I don't know if they're going to be really stocked up on anything Funko. Five Below, yeah, for that matter, I'm not entirely sure either. But I think it's just that time of year that we can start checking and seeing if they've got things, you know, for the holidays and stuff. So I guess let's go check it out. You know, from what I can tell, it looks like the toy aisle is stocked up pretty good. I did find one Funko Pop so far, Dr. Facilier. How much do they want for these? $4.99. That's pretty darn cheap. And I found some Bitty Pops as well. How much are the Bitty Pops? I don't see a price on them. Yeah, there's no price sticker, so maybe we'll have to see what other ones I can find. One thing I do like to see, guys, is the Jack-specific Simpsons figures. We're going to go to Five Below and see if we can find those as well. I am looking for the tinier versions of these, not the bigger versions. So, but yeah, $7.99 isn't bad at all for those. And they got tech decks too. That's pretty stellar.
How do you do, fellow kids? What?
Yeah, let's keep looking around and see if I can find any more Funko stuff. Lots of other figures, that's for sure. There were a lot of people talking really loud, so here are the other things that I found. I found some more Pops right here. Walmart exclusive Smeagol, which I thought was kind of interesting for $5. I think Ross probably has the best price out of all the different places that I'm going to be going to today as far as Funko goes. I did find some NECA figures that I thought were interesting as well. Frankenstein, Dracula, there's also the Wolfman right here. And honestly, if you're looking for those are pretty darn cheap compared to what you would find them at other stores. But finding some more other Pops here and there, nothing that I was really interested in. The really big ones, guys, for $15, honestly, for the jumbo size Pops, that's not a bad deal at all, especially if it's one that you're after. More NECA. I had no idea how much NECA stuff Ross got in, but if you can get it for that cheap, you might as well if you collect that kind of stuff. But that was probably the best Pop that I found, was the Smeagol Walmart exclusive, and yeah, that was it at first Ross. We're going to go into Five Below, see if they have some of those new Jack-specific Simpsons figures that I'm looking for. People have been finding them and showing me pictures, so hopefully my locations have some of the ones I need. Well, unfortunately for me, looks like it's all the same stuff that I already have that I can tell. Bart's from the other waves that I have. Yeah, I have all of these ones right here. Not seeing any of the new ones mixed in here, unfortunately. And then as far as everything from a Funko standpoint, it looks like they haven't really restocked. It's all their old stuff that they've had for a while. Unless they do have a dedicated aisle that I'm missing, but all sorts of cool like mini things in here as well. Tons of other fun collectibles in here, like the tubs are really cool. Honestly, just so many things to look at, guys. It's a little bit of like a toy collectible sensory overload because there's just so many things to look at. Oh, you got little fake Labubu's in here. What are these? Babies? Why are these here? I do recognize this brand though, Butts on Things. I see them at Comic-Con, at least the last couple ones that I've been to, so that's cool that they're making kind of a more retail appearance. And some tiny little Fugler keychains. I don't know who's into that either, but those are kind of terrifying, honestly. I would probably pick up some of these Simpsons Bitty Pops, but I already have the whole set, so I think I'm good. But yeah, as for me, I'm not really seeing anything else that I'm on the lookout for, so let's head to our next store. Burlington is another type of store that has gotten Funko Pops in the past during the holidays. I'm not sure if it's, you know, that time of year quite yet, but we'll go ahead and see what they have. So I know in the past they've had Funko Pops and things in this section right here, and they do have a couple. Nothing too special. I wonder if they haven't gotten their stock in yet, or if they're even getting any this time around. But all for one from My Hero Academia, $5.99. Not bad. I don't even think Big Apple is around anymore. That's probably why they're showing up in Burlington. Bella Porch, and then another all for one. Is this one the same price? No, that one's actually cheaper, but it's looking a little grody on the bottom right there. But I would imagine during the holidays that this maybe fills up a little bit more, I would imagine. I guess we could check the toys as well, but I think this is probably going to be where the majority of Funko Pops would be, but we can still check over there. Back in the toys and a whole lot of nothing Funko-wise. I did find this, however, one that I already have in my collection. How cheap is it here? $10. I don't remember how much I paid in store, but this would have been great to know that they were getting these at some discount stores. So I don't know if you're looking for these ones specifically, they have them at Burlington. But yeah, as I'm looking around, I don't see any more Funko Pops, and looks like they are transitioning to the holidays with like kind of the blank walls and stuff on the back. But yeah, that was the most interesting thing that I found here in the toys. The NPS store is definitely a place that I've found some pretty good stuff in the past. Funko, collectibles, you name it. So let's dive in and see what I can find. This is the first time that I've ever found the Thrill Joy Pixels right here, guys, at NPS $6.99. I don't know what they are normally, but there you go. If you're looking for a random thrill, joy, they've got it here. You want a Neo Metal Sonic that's super damaged? You can get it for $5.99. Be my guest. There it is. You got like pop albums in here for, oh, it's still $28. Okay, that's not really that great of a deal. Good old Chalice Collectibles exclusives for $8.49. Okay. Honestly, a little bit of everything. Old Funko Shop exclusive, some DC with some Smallville, more Sonic with Omega. Honestly, that big is pretty cool. How much is that? $12.99. I haven't added that one to my collection yet because I do like the Sonic Pops, but I don't know, that's a fun one to see. Occasionally you can find some different chases here as well, but I think those go pretty quick. There's people that are at the store every single day, so the possibility of finding a chase is there. It's just not super high. But you can get some U2s. You got a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the Kool-Aid Man. Funko sodas have been here for forever, but from What If right there. How much are they right now? $4.49. Wonder if those are even resales too, like they've already been open. A little bit of a mystery mini action for $4.49, but I think that's a majority of what I'm going to be finding here at NPS. Nothing for me today, but always fun to check Funko and other collectible things aside, because you could get a pretty good deal, like this Pixel, for example, from Thrilljoy. Yeah, I don't think that's half bad. A couple doors down is a place called Big Deal Outlet, and they get on a lot of stuff from like Target Overstock, as you can see, and most of them are priced around like $6.99, $7.99 right here. So Game of Thrones exclusive, Star Wars exclusive that they had in the past, and a bunch of like the comic book covers up here, things that probably don't sell very well in store. I don't know, this one was $13.99, but the window was kind of busted in, so I'm not quite sure why it was priced differently. Maybe it was a little bit bigger, but this Clyde is one that surprised me, guys. So this is, they had it at $5.99. Obviously there is a little bit of damage, there's some tape on the box, but it's a 2016 pop. Goes for maybe like $20 to $25, but they had one that was in a little bit better shape for $6.99 right there. And you know what? I think I'm gonna pick that one up. I don't think I've ever seen older pops like this in a discount store like this one right here. I'll be honest, I was pretty shocked to find this Clyde right here from Pac-Man. Is it the most valuable? No, but it's from 2016. It's like a 9-year-old pop. What is it doing at Big Deal Outlet? I honestly have no idea. That keeps falling, so I can't really show it off, but kind of crazy. Decided to pick it up because it was so cheap. I think it goes for maybe like about $20 or so. And I mean, the condition's not the greatest, mind you, but for being 9 years old and to get it that cheap, that's not bad at all. Kind of worth it to go to these stores because you never know what you're going to find. My next stop, I got Ross and also Marshall's, the only Marshall's that's even relatively close to me. And Marshall's is notorious for getting in a lot of Funko Pops during the holidays. So we'll go to both Marshalls. First, we'll go to Ross and we'll see what they have. A little bit of anime, as to be expected. I feel like I see a lot of anime pops at all of the different discount stores that I go to. More Biddy pops, and they were asking $5.99, so that's actually not too bad. That's pretty cheaper than what they usually are. A little bit of a Queer Eye pops right there, $2.99 or $2.49. I can't remember what that said, but pretty cheap. You can get even cheaper than $5. A little bit of Chainsaw Man action. Honestly, if you're an anime fan, definitely hit up these stores because they have so many different, somewhat newer pops for cheap. They had another Simpsons Jack specific figure. I have this Sideshow Bob already, but $5 would have been great to find that one. And a Minnie Mouse did not have a price tag on it for some odd reason, but something other than anime, and I found that to be a little bit interesting. Dang, dude, this Marshall's is loaded with stuff. Kind of interested to see what we can find. There's a little bit older things like Umbrella Academy, Count Orlok, which does have a chase, but it looks like it's probably already taken by now. $7.99, so that's not terrible. What else do we have in here? Some Pokemon, Bleach, which I think this one has a chase as well, probably gone by now already. This is a fun way to find cheap chases. This one does have a chase as well. Suicide Squad. Okay, let's kind of look and see as well. Everything's packed in here so tight, but I don't see, nope, looks like it's all just commons. What else do we have in here? Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine, some Star Wars action. I do actually like the Indiana Jones and Henry Jones right there, the Amazon exclusive on the bike. A little bit of Crunchyroll action with One Piece. Some of the Pixar, like the Pixar, what do you call it? Advent calendar. Excuse me, I forgot what it was called there for a second. Oh, that's kind of an interesting one. The Upper Deck Spider-Man, Iron Spider right there. Still $10, so a little bit more than I would have thought it was going to be. What else do we have here, guys? Funko.com exclusive ornaments with Freddy Funko. Some Biddy pops right there with WWE. We saw that at Ross earlier. Dang, this thing is giant, guys. We have, I don't even know how you say that, Themberchad, I think, the big old dragon from Dungeons and Dragons. How much do they want for this one? I don't see a price tag on it. $24.99. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a discount, but not quite as discounted as I would like if I was buying it from here. Box lunch exclusive Bakugo. A bunch of these little bitty pop towns as well, or I guess just mostly the Harry Potter ones. But hey, a good selection nonetheless. Some chase possibilities, so definitely hit up your local Marshalls because you never know what you're gonna find. They definitely had a lot of different things to look through today. All right, getting to the tail end of our stops, we've got Ross and another Five Below over there if you can see it. So let's go in. I think this was probably our final Ross. We'll see what they got. Pretty quick inside of this Ross, guys. A couple of different interesting things. Deadpool and Wolverine right there with X23, Flavor Flav, Aquaman, you name it. More anime as to be expected. Some DC in there as well, but all these are $5. Like, I think honestly, if you were to pay $5 for any common, that's an absolute steal in my book. It doesn't even matter what it is, honestly. But yeah, that was pretty much it over at Ross. Let's head to Five Below. All right, folks, back at the Simpsons section where they have the Jack specific figures, I see actually a good sign of something. It's kind of buried back there, so give me a second. Okay, there is the first good sign, guys. I do not have Selma. She is a part of that brand new line, and Nelson is also a part of that line too, so we're going to grab Nelson. So there you go, Nelson and Selma. I know that Dancing Homer is a part of that line too, but I'm not seeing any of the other new ones that are part of this one. The ones that are missing are Martin and Principal Skinner, but hey, I'll take 2 new ones that I don't have. That's great. Don't worry, I put them all back so it's all nice and neat. Tons of different mini things as there are at all the other stores. I'm probably getting copyrighted with all of the music that's going on right now. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any pops, guys. Mostly mini stuff, a few pops here and there. But hey, I'll take these 2 figures that I did not have. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, back at home, I didn't really pick up much, but we did see some interesting stuff. Starting with the $6 to $7 Clyde right here from Pac-Man. No, that was not a 6-7 joke, but anyways, yeah, this was a pretty good deal. I think last time I checked, this is around like a $20 pop, but what was it doing in like a overstock store like Big Deal Outlet? I honestly have no idea. But if I can get a pop for that cheap, I might as well. I think I'll probably save it for like an upcoming auction. I always look for good inventory for my monthly auctions, so this will be perfect for that. But I don't think this is probably the case for any overstock store that you go to, like Ross, TJ Maxx, that kind of stuff. But I don't know, my buddy Joe from Pop Stop NYC, he went to his local Five Below store out in the New York area, and he found like a bunch of old NFL pops. So I guess you never know. It's always worth a visit to all those different types of stores because you never know what you're gonna find. And speaking of Five Below, guys, I was able to find Selma and also Nelson from, I think this is either Wave 4 or Wave 5 of the 2.5 inch Jack specific figures. I've really been enjoying collecting all of these guys. There's a couple a part of this series that they did not have. I think it's Martin and Principal Skinner, at least the ones that I don't have. And these honestly, like I said, have just been really fun. They're really affordable. They're only like $5 a piece. They make great display pieces. I can get a little bit of B-roll so you can see all of them and stuff like that. But yeah, I love taking these out of box and displaying them around, maybe in the Simpsons corner right here for you guys to see. But these have been really fun. You can find these at like Walmart, Target, Five Below. So if you're looking for them, good luck. That's where you go to find them. And folks, just like that, that's gonna do it for today's discount store hunt video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below. Would you have bought anything at all the stores that I went to? Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.